going on, y'all? 5 Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NFL, and the Buffalo Bills decided to be real active for some reason, and they made not one but 2 trades today. Yes, that's right, 2 trades for the Buffalo Bills, and basically trading away Sammy Watkins, but also bringing in Jordan Matthews via another deal. So basically the breakdown of these deals are the following: Sammy Watkins and a 2018 6th round pick traded to the not the Buffalo Bills, the LA Rams, for cornerback E.J. Gaines and a 2018 2nd round pick. And then in a separate deal, this is the Jordan Matthews deal, Jordan Matthews is being acquired by the Bills and a 2018 3rd round pick for cornerback Ronald Darby. So a lot to digest there. Why did the Bills make these deals? Why did the Rams and the Eagles make these deals with the Bills? All that breakdown, let's get into it. Let's start with the Sammy Watkins deal, but I'm going to be going back and forth between both deals, and you'll see why they kind of tie in and when you talk about positions and whatnot. But basically, the Bills traded away Sammy Watkins and a 2018 6th round pick to the LA Rams for cornerback E.J. Gaines and a 2018 2nd round pick. So the most important thing here is, of course, one, Sammy Watkins. Why did the Bills trade Sammy Watkins? Well, Sammy Watkins, who was the 4th overall pick back in the 2014 NFL draft, I believe, out of Clemson, was a very good wide receiver, is a good wide receiver when he's on the field. The problem is he's never able to stay on the field, at least for a full season. Hasn't played a full season since his rookie year. Played only 8 games last year, had just under 500 yards. The year before that, he did break 1,000, but still only played in 13 games. And every year, you go into OTAs, you go into training camps, and you hear something about Sammy Watkins being hurt. And the Buffalo Bills just said, you know what, we're done with that. We don't want to deal with Sammy Watkins. And right before he might have to go for a contract extension, and they probably don't want to pay Sammy Watkins, okay? And so they decided the best thing for them to do was to move on. And plus, they drafted a wide receiver in the 2017 NFL draft in Zay Jones at ECU. I like him. I like Zay Jones a lot. And I like the fact that I thought he was just going to be the #1 receiver when they sent out Sammy Watkins. But now Jordan Matthews is coming in. So that is going to help Zay Jones because he will not be dependent on as the sole good receiver on this team. I know they also signed Anquan Bolden, but at this point, at this age in his career, he's just a solid veteran presence. He's not going to break 1,000 yards. He's just going to give them some red zone threat, and that's about it. So Jordan Matthews is coming over. So Zay Jones, and now you got Jordan Matthews. That made Sammy Watkins expendable for the Buffalo Bills. And they also got an upgrade in picks. They sent out a 6th round pick. They got a 2nd round pick back as well. So that is huge. I'm going to be talking about that a little bit later. Then they also acquired cornerback E.J. Gaines. Now, E.J. Gaines is okay, nothing great. He didn't have a great season last year, but he was a starter for the Rams, I believe. And the thing here with acquiring him is you needed cornerback depth, especially after you lost Stephon Gilmore in free agency to the Patriots, I believe. And then after that, you traded away Ronald Darby in the Jordan Matthews deal that I will be getting into as well. And so you lost your 2 best cornerbacks, and you needed to get some depth there. So obviously that position kind of went from a position of strength before the offseason started to now probably a weakness. But hey, you were able to upgrade picks, and Buffalo isn't winning the Super Bowl anytime soon, so they kind of wanted to stockpile on the draft picks. Now, why did the Rams make this deal? One reason and one reason only: Jared Goff, their new franchise quarterback, or they hope to be their franchise quarterback. They needed to give him weapons, and that's what they're trying to do here with Sammy Watkins. Look, Robert Woods was their best receiver going into the season, okay? He was the #1 receiver on the depth chart. That is atrocious, okay? Robert Woods would be the 4th best receiver on a good team, okay? 3rd best at best, okay? And you had Tavon Austin, who is as inconsistent as he gets. Sometimes I don't even know if he's a complete receiver. He's a hybrid, it feels like. They run all sorts of different trick plays for Tavon Austin, so he's not even a traditional receiver. So they needed to give Jared Goff some weapons. They also lost Lance Kendricks, who is their starting tight end. So Sammy Watkins, albeit he gets hurt a lot, but the Rams can wait. Unlike the Bills, the Rams can wait as well. They want to be able to develop with their franchise quarterback in Jared Goff. They want to give him weapons. They want to see what he's working with. So Sammy Watkins will help with that. He's reunited with Robert Woods as well. keynote. They played in Buffalo together. Now they're going to be playing in LA together as well. So that is interesting. But that's why they made this deal for Jared Goff, and I liked it for the Rams, because you know what, you need to give your quarterback some weapons, and like I said, Sammy Watkins is able to produce when he is on the field. He just gets hurt a lot, so let's hope he stays healthy for the Rams. Now let's talk real quick about the Jordan Matthews deal. So the Bills acquired Jordan Matthews and a 2018 third-round pick for cornerback Ronald Darby. So like I said, Ronald Darby goes out. The Eagles probably made this move for a couple of reasons. One, they needed to upgrade at cornerback. Absolutely, that was a position of weakness. Their secondary was questionable at best. So Ronald Darby is going to help. The other thing was Jordan Matthews, with him being expendable. He was very good last season, and for the past 2 seasons, he's been solid for the Eagles, especially with now Carson Wentz. I believe he had like 800 yards last year, and then the year before that, he was just a little under 1,000. I want to say 997, and so I like Jordan Matthews a lot, especially in the slot, one of the best receivers there. But they signed Alshon Jeffrey in free agency. They signed Torrey Smith in free agency as well. And I believe they saw something in Nelson Aguilar. I'm not quite sure, in training camp or OTAs or whatnot. He's still on the roster. Let's see if he's able to do something. Maybe they want to give him another opportunity. But clearly, they saw that they had enough depth there that they can make Jordan Matthews expendable. So now he goes to the Bills. And, of course, I talked about the fact that the Bills needed to have another #1 receiver and not just put all the pressure on Zay Jones. So I like that for the Bills as well. So over here, I guess the Eagles upgrade at corner, and if Alshon Jeffrey turns out to produce like he's done in some seasons in Chicago, then they will be fine. I do think they will miss Matthews a little bit, but if Torrey Smith returns to form, they should be fine, okay? But he hasn't returned to form in a couple seasons since he was last in Baltimore. But with that being said, overall, I think the Bills definitely came out on top in these deals. They acquired Jordan Matthews. They were able to stockpile picks. Look, I believe that Bills for the 2018 draft have 2 first-round, 2 second-round, and 2 third-round picks. So things are looking up in Buffalo. But I liked these deals for all sides. I thought the Rams had a good deal. Eagles had a so-so deal. I probably would have kept Matthews, but who knows? Let's see what happens in terms of if they really wanted to upgrade their secondary. But with that being said, those are my thoughts on these deals, on the Bills. Let's see what happens. What do you guys think about the Bills trading away Sammy Watkins and acquiring Jordan Matthews? Leave a comment down below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.